Like, why are we kissing so much if it's taking us nowhere? You remember?
Yeah, it's a severe case of blue balls.
Pobrecito says. I lost my virginity at what, 27? 26, 27? That's pretty old.
That's old.
That's pretty old,
crazy.
so...
What's going on, Trenders? How we doing?
Hello.
Welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Sebas.
And I am Espe.
And we are, say it with me,
TwoTrends. Guys, thank you so much for the 10,000 followers
Wow.
that we got. Thank you so much. We love you guys so much. And just in case, if you do not follow us on Instagram,
I'm practicing my TikTok dances.
If you do not follow us on Instagram, here is our link below and our TikTok. And also, we promised you that when we reach 10K, we would do the storytelling of how we waited, why we waited, and how was it for each of us individually.
If you've been on our TikTok lives lately, we were gonna spill all the tea in this video, and we finally reached our goal, so you guys must really want this video. So let's go back 10 years ago when I first met Espe in the beginning of our relationship. If you saw our first video, you know how we met. Make sure to check that out.
The video is right here.
I'm gonna link it in the description. But we met at church, okay, you guys know that. She'll tell you, but she was a virgin.
Yeah.
Right? That's where it all begins. And I wasn't a virgin, right? But I was committed. At the time that I met her, I was committed to wait. You know, I started to change my mindset and things of that nature. So it was a surprise to me that she was waiting until marriage. That was a very big surprise because you don't see that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter where you are, you don't see that. And especially when, you know, she looks this good, guys. So I was totally taken away. I was surprised. So I said, okay, so that pushed me to respect her even more.
I made it very clear when we started dating that this is what I wanted to do. And I made this decision. I grew up in church, but I cannot say that I was committed all the years of my, you know, my teenage years, because it's really hard to be committed when you're young. But I was able to maintain myself not sleeping with anybody, you know, so I did get to that point. While I was a teen, you know, I had another boyfriend, and I saw how much breaking up with him hurt me, and I also had a very bad experience while I was a teen. So I just thought to myself, wow, if you get emotionally attached to someone without doing any physical and you still get hurt without like having sex, I can't imagine how painful it would be having sex. Maybe there is some sense of why God tells you to wait. So when I was 19, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm gonna focus until I find my husband and wait. I kind of made sense to it in my head. I then met Sebas. So this is where he comes in.
Yeah, so, you know, as I was saying, guys, I didn't grow up in church like her. I was just like everybody else. But I was committed to making this work. I always said that when I commit to somebody, not necessarily married, but wanted to try things out for the long term, I wanted it to be a really good Christian girl with good morals, from, you know, good family. And that's what Espe was. You know, obviously she was waiting for marriage, and so was I. At the end of the day, you both have to be in the same page. I'm not gonna say, look, that I was completely against it, because it wouldn't have worked out.
Yeah.
Right? And maybe you're watching, you know, this video. I would say that whoever you date, you both have to be on the same page. If not, it's not gonna work out. So in that scenario,
you have to have the same beliefs and morals, because
same page.
If you don't, then it's not gonna work.
And look, let me tell you, as a guy, it was very difficult. It was very difficult, guys, because we're all human. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, I was what, 20, 21, 22. Imagine, that's the prime, you know, when all the hormones and whatever. So that was a tough part of my end. I joke about it, but I was like starting to twitch by the end of our relationship.
I think, you guys, that people have a very a misconception of what waiting is. Like, just because me and Sebas waited doesn't mean that it was easy. For example, there was a lot of times where either I or Sebas had to say, no, stop, we can't keep kissing, because we were not like, oh, we didn't kiss our whole relationship. Yeah, we kissed, and sometimes I guess the emotion would get to us, but we're always able to say, okay, no, this has to stop, because if it doesn't stop, then it will escalate, you know?
And it was one of those things, guys, that we were committed to.
Yeah,
you know,
but it was still very hard.
Yeah, yeah.
The first 2 years of our relationship was very hard because we've gotten to know it.
We were so young.
We were so young, and I guess we were really excited about each other. So the first 2 years were really hard, but I think that after those 2 years,
we became really good friends, and
I think we also became frustrated in the sense that kissing took us nowhere. So we would just be like, why are we kissing so much if it's taking us nowhere? You remember?
It's a severe case of blue balls.
Yeah, for real. So after the first 2 years of like, I guess our relationship changed a lot because after those 2 years we became really good friends. We would kiss once in a while, but it was just like a genuine friendship that we had those 4 years. Pobrecito,
you know, you don't miss what you've never had.
To me it was easier.
Obviously, to her it was, she didn't know about anything in that sense. In my case, it was very difficult, guys. Do I recommend it? Yes, if you guys are on the same page. If you're not on the same page, I don't recommend it. You guys are not gonna work out. I can guarantee. Either the girl's gonna bring the guy down or the guy's gonna bring the girl down. It's not gonna work out. That's why I feel like our relationship now that we're married works really well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, guys, when couples fight, you know, the make-up sex, that didn't exist for us.
No.
We had to figure things out by talking. And imagine that. Physical aspect does bring you closer, so we didn't have that for our whole relationship, so we had to kind of figure things out and work around it and talk and communicate. So in that aspect, I think that is a pro because it forced you to figure things out.
To get to know the other person fully without
having
a benefit of it. Because
right.
when you're in a relationship and you're having sex, you're kind of getting
you
that
put it
benefit.
under the rug, yeah.
And maybe people who do have sex, they spend a lot of time doing that, and me and Sebastian got a lot of time just getting to know each other.
And believe it or not, I honestly say this, guys, if it wasn't because of that decision we made, I believe we wouldn't be here today. I really do.
I believe so.
I believe so because we started TwoTrends.
We needed something to occupy our mind.
For real, we started TwoTrends. The frustration was real. We started TwoTrends, guys, when we were going to school.
After the 2 years.
After the 2 years, we started our blog. And now this is part of our job. And what we love to do.
We both went to school, we both had things to do, but when we were together, there was not much to do but to take like.
So we said, why don't we take pictures and post them on Instagram, guys?
So we found a hobby we could do. So I guess it helped us to get distracted as well.
Like again, guys, what Espe's saying is facts.
Yeah.
Like we had to occupy our minds in something. And to us, it was our creative outlet. We're both creative people, and that's how we started TwoTrends. And here we are today, talking to you guys about this very personal thing. I'm gonna be real. We don't share this. This is the first time on our whole years of doing this social media that we share something so intimate. So please, guys, in the comment section, be respectful, show your love. Comment below if you're waiting or what your thoughts are. And if we get to 20,000 subscribers, if you guys want, right, we'll do another video answering your questions.
Yeah. No, and also you guys, another thing, our desire to do this video is not for anybody to feel judged, because I know there's a lot of people who try to wait. I've had some messages of people and they haven't been able to, and I can say that me and Sebas have both been in situations where maybe the heat of the moment could have taken us to that, and we were able to stop. But I don't judge anybody who hasn't been able.
It's very personal.
It's very personal. It's very hard. Yeah. It wasn't easy also in the aspect of people if they did find out, because some people
nobody
believed us. No one believed us, and that was fine with me because I didn't really care. But we actually got some people who saw it as a negative, like.
What's gonna happen when you marry?
Sebastian had some people that would tell him like, oh, what if you don't like her after you marry her? Like you're not getting to know her, and they would make him feel really bad.
Guys, I don't care what people think about me, honestly. So I never struggled with oh my God, what are they gonna think about me? I was committed to my decision, and she was committed to our decision, and it was between me and her. And that's it. At the end of the day, guys, when you have a relationship, it's between you and the person.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't matter what people say.
I wouldn't be telling everybody, you know, because as I got older, like I lost my virginity at what, 27, 26, 27? That's pretty old. That's pretty old. So you know, it's not that you're embarrassed of it. It's just that it's so uncommon.
Not common, yeah.
It's so uncommon that you can't. Like for example, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Like when you haven't experienced sex, before I got married, when I would see movies or something, I would get very shy because to me it was something very unknown to me, something so intimate that I've never experienced, that to me was just like, it would freak me out. So I didn't like to watch a lot of stuff. I didn't like, people talk about sex all the time and I couldn't relate to them. So it's not like I'm gonna be like, stop talking about it because I'm a virgin. So in a lot of things,
that's a good point.
Yeah, it did make me feel uncomfortable in a lot of situations. But I think me and Sebas, like, one of the things that I really loved is that we're really, really good friends. And after we got married, that we got to experience it, I think we got even closer. But it also taught us why it was so important to wait, because I could not imagine going through that and then waking up and not seeing him next to me.
In my perspective, guys, I felt a lot more pressure, the fact that she was waiting until marriage. I know a lot of couples, right, they first decide they want to wait, but they don't end up waiting. And in my case, I think it helped, babe, the fact that I didn't want to be the guy that took your virginity away, things didn't work out, and then having us to split.
Yeah.
Cause I cared about her like that, guys. So that shows that, you know, I was obviously in this for just the physical, for a lot more than the physical. So I think that really helped.
I think, guys, that one of the reasons, because a lot of people ask me, how did you know Seth was the one? I think that one of the reasons that gave me the main reason that I knew he was the one was because to wait 6 years for me to a decision that, like, it was both of our decisions, but I guess it was stronger on my end because I had already decided before I met him, you know? So even though we both went to church, we both believe in God and the same thing, but I had already done it since before, where he hadn't.
Because there's a lot of couples that believe in the same things, they go to church, but they don't end up waiting.
Yeah, and it's hard, I get it. I'm not here to think I'm better than anybody at all. Like, I just think that in my case, I don't think I would have been able to handle going through that with someone and then
having it worked out,
because I'm a very sentimental person. I'm very emotional, and I think that for my sanity and emotionally and mentally, this is what I had to do. So guys, if you are in the process of waiting, I definitely recommend it. To me, it was very, very good for my emotional state, my mental state. And it's a decision that I made not because someone else told me to it or I read it in a script. It was just because my relationship with God got to the point that I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. I believe that you said this because it will be beneficial for me, so give me the strength to do it. And that's how it just happened, and that's how I was able to wait.
Alright guys, and in my perspective, if you're a guy in a relationship that, you know, you guys are committed to wait, you know, be on the same page, obviously stay occupied, find different things to do, hobby-wise and things of that nature, and you'll see that your relationship, you guys will become very good friends, which is what we experienced, and it's been great. It allowed us to grow our business, it allowed us to really know each other, it allowed us to many benefits from this.
So was it worth it for you?
Yeah, it was worth it, 100%.
It was worth it for me too.
And I know maybe you're watching this and you say, oh, it was Espe's decision. No, guys, it was both of us. Again,
I couldn't have done that alone.
Yeah, it's impossible. Because obviously she wanted to do it and I wanted to do it as well.
No, and
so
just
that's natural.
For him to experience it and then not doing it for 6 years, I really appreciate
just
it.
listening to it, I don't want to go through it again.
But that's how I knew he loved me, you guys.
Pero bueno, guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. We spilled the tea, you know what I'm saying? If you're just lurking around YouTube, make sure to follow us on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, guys. And subscribe to the channel, guys. Like this video, share it with your friends. We're a young couple, we're not perfect, you know what I'm saying? And this is just because you guys wanted this video, honestly. Very private, very intimate, so we're opening it up to you guys. And with that, we love you guys.
We love you guys.
Peace.
Listen.